So she has taken her own time to tell her own side of the story, just to have a closure. As much as the government of Nigeria and everyone involved seem to want to be like, move on and forget about this. Maybe it's inconsequential, but for us on Mayegun's Diary Political, you can call it a closure. Our story is a bit different, right? Not too different from what we have heard, but the part where she was accused of, having a verbal exchanges with the air hostess, she debunked that. They said she was told to switch off her phone, and she objected, which she denied, and other people sort of like denied that too. Then she was held hostage on the aircraft for the airport security to come and get her. So we couldn't start with that. And then we're going to touch on the latest from Solodom, that is now celebrating his Pyrrhic victory in their by-election. All right. So I am also going to share that with us and a few others as well. So first, it's going to be Comfort Emmanson, the Kwam2 guy, lady. A story.
Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. I want to come out fully to appreciate God Almighty and everyone that stood by me, that fought for me when I was in prison. When I came out, the love I saw, the support I saw from you people, I was never expecting it. For a commoner like me, you guys fought for me, you guys stood by me. I want to appreciate you all. I said that God Almighty will bless you. So on the 10th of August, on Sunday, I boarded a flight from Oyo to Lagos. So when we're inside the aircraft, the normal procedure happened. The lady Juliana was telling everybody from the front, from the front seats, coming to the back because I was at the back. So she came to me. She said she came to me. So while she came to when she was coming forward, so she came and I was struggling to put my phone. I was putting my phone on flight mode. So she said no, that I have to put it off. So I told her that one of my phones, because I was with two phones, one of my phones is for a fault. The phone is bad. The power button is bad, precisely. So I showed her that the power button is bad. So she said I can put off my phone without the power button. I said okay. So she said I should go to my settings. So while she was telling me go to your settings and all that, I went to my settings. So she said go to your general. So while trying to do that, the pressure from her, so the man that was sitting on my right now helped me and off one of the phone, put one of the phone off while we are struggling on the other one that has the power button is still. So she said I should go to the my general. I went to the general. I went to the settings and the general. So when I told her okay please, before then I told her please can you assist me and spell general. She said she cannot touch my phone. She can never touch my phone, children of nowadays. So I now turned to the guy that helped me to off one of my phone. I told him please can you assist me and spell general. So the guy now collected my phone and showed me and spelled type general on this thing. So when I went to her okay this is the general, I am here now. So the phrase that she was even giving me was not even encouraging. I had to plead with the same guy again on my right. So please can you please do you know how to she said do you know how to help me and off it from here please. He now said okay no problem, he helps me and off the phone eventually. So now off the phone, the two phones, put it where it's supposed to be on the aircraft. And I thought okay I have offed my phone. So when she wanted to leave, she said you will see. I didn't take that to heart because I've already eventually offed my phone, which I was having problem in offing it. So I eventually off the phone. So that was it. When we landed Lagos, everybody was going out of the aircraft. I was pressed. I went to pee. So going to the toilet, somebody was already inside the toilet, and I had to wait for the person to come out. So when the person eventually came out, I went inside and pee and rushly come out. I cannot stay inside the aircraft, inside the toilet, because it's so small and so uncomfortable to be in there. So I now rush like pee and packed myself again and come outside. So coming outside, everybody already left. I had to rush, carry my stuffs and move to rush out of the aircraft. So going out of the aircraft, this lady Juliana stopped me, and I asked her, why did you stop me? Why are you stopping me from going out of the aircraft? Everybody has left, so I need to go out. She didn't say anything to me. She was just like staring at me with the same bad eye, and that was when I remember that this is the same person that was instructing me to put out my phone. I eventually did. So she said, she didn't say anything. No, she didn't say anything. She was just staring at me there with the bad eye. So that was when I, on my phone, like put the phone, started recording. That was when she backed facing the front and backing me. So I was just like, please, madam, leave the road, let me pass. She didn't answer me. She ignored me. And after the video, I picked the phone. When I picked the phone, that was when she noticed I was videoing her. So she now pushed me inside the aircraft back, dragged my frontal. This is the frontal I wore that day. She dragged the frontal, the process of dragging my clothes, my gold from neck I was wearing. This is the gold I was wearing. She dragged it from my neck with the clothes. The process, like my phone, everything went down and broke. The phone broke. The phone broke. Everything, like even this phone. So I was like, no, why did you do that? Why did you break my phone, like drag my frontal? The pain of removing my frontal, you know how frontal can be when you install a hair and then it's forcibly dragged out. It's so painful. So the pain of doing that to me, that was when I went to poke her. God knows that I can never go and poke an elderly woman, somebody that's old enough to be my mom. Poke her for what? Poke her. It was the pain she inflicted on me, the frontal pain, dragging my gold and everything on the floor. That was.
So she was assaulted, in a nutshell. That all that happened before that particular slapping the air hostess was captured on camera. Then the subsequent other harassment of her too, where she got stripped half naked. So that makes sense. A lot happened inside, of course. In that moment, that stewardess, that air hostess, kept trying to drag her clothes, to tear her clothes, which she did. She succeeded, tearing her clothes and all that. And in the process, pulled out her bosom. That she's now saying, traumatizes her. You get it now? That she can't go out. She's afraid because people have now kind of like downloaded that video, cut out that part, used the picture, stickers, and so many things on social media. So let her finish the story.
And everything on the floor. That was the anger. I was so angry. I could not even hold it. That was why I was asking her, why did you do that on the video, the trending video they posted? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I asked her, why did you do? Because you dragging my frontal wig and dragging me, calling me a prostitute at the process. No, I just had to ask her, why did you do that? Why did you do that? That was why I poked her on the video. Why did you do that? So while on that, the whole thing, those guys came inside the aircraft and started surrounding me, and I was like, why? Now dragged me outside. That was when they dragging me from there. You saw how they dragged me from the video. That was what happened. They came inside, dragged me outside, and then at the process, she now dragged my clothes, and the clothes, it was pin on me because it was pin. I thought that was my inner. It was pin on me. The pain of dragging it and its pain, it's wounded me inside. The pain and everything, the hair, the frontal pain, this other pain. I was just trying to like help myself when they dragging me out of the, trying to cover myself. My body was out there, and then they were videoing at the process. My body was out. I was even looking for ways to cover it. Some of them were like trying to like touch me, and I was trying to cover myself, defending myself. Like I was the only one there, and they were like surrounding me, trying to cover myself while they were trying to do video. All of them, they surrounded like videos, cameras everywhere. I was surprised because like I never expected that, like tearing my clothes and videoing everything, videoing me, my body outside, my naked body outside, plus the pain. No, it was so much for one person to play. It was so much on me. I could not like hold myself again. I was just like very angry. Started like asking them, why would you do that to me? Why would you do this to me? And still like video me again and still put it out there. Like the trauma like is too much on me right now, because right as I'm talking to you like now, I cannot like even go out again because my body is out there. People already know that this is the person. They know me. I cannot even like go out again. I'm ashamed to like go out because my body is out there. Some people have even used it to make sticker. So that was what happened inside the aircraft before the incident that I booked her. She already like inflicted pains on me, which I could not bear it. So right now I don't know how I'll just start from looking for work, going for a work interview. I'm into real estate. Imagine me going to sell a house or advertise a house or try to bring a client to buy a house now, and they are looking at my body. How do I even face them knowing that my body is out there? How would I face the whole, like everybody that saw that video knowing that my body is out? How do I even like go for business? Imagine me going for business and somebody's looking all on my unborn kids coming to see that, or a man that will marry me saying that my reputation. No, Jesus. That is why, the reason why I have not come out to say the part of the story is because I was still on treatment. I'm trying to round up my treatment. As you can see, like I'm trying to round up my treatment. That's why I could not come out to say the part of the story, what happened. So that was what happened inside that flight. It wasn't even like a big deal. I never expected that incident, offing her phone, which I was trying to, not like when she said I should off the phone, I was like telling her no. I told her why the phone was still on, that it was because of the power button. So I never like know that it would come out like this, seeing my body outside. People are even making mockery of me, sending me Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. My body is out there. So I don't know how I'll go from here, and I really want to continue my life, my normal lifestyle. People that knows me knows that I am not really a social media person. So I don't know how to face the whole, like the people that saw my video, my family, people that saw the video, facing them, doing business with them, coming to do business, and somebody is watching my body. It's so embarrassing. I don't even know how to come about with that. So this is the part of the story. This is all that happened inside the aircraft. So I'm happy I'm strong enough to be able to talk now. So please, this is what happened. I'm not a trouble person. I am not a nuisance. People that know me in real life, they know the kind of person I am. So that was what happened inside the aircraft, which I never expected that it would be like escalate like this. Because not like I refused. This is not the first time I'm traveling. I never refused to off the phone. I only told her that my power button is bad and I needed her assistance to do that, which she refused. But the passenger that was sitting close to me assisted me eventually off the phone. So I thought that was it. So please, this was what happened, and I'm happy I've come up to tell you people what happened. But I'll round up my treatments, and I pray I should fully recover from everything and move forward and go back to my normal lifestyle. Please. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
You're welcome. Now you've heard and just like when it happened, right, where everyone just took sides, All right. We haven't heard from the aerostess, I think, if she's going to tell us her own side of the story. From Kwam2's side of the story, she did not mention the aerostess verbally abusing her. You get that now? It was an exchanges, and the only time they seem to have, simple exchange or exchanges was when he insisted that he could turn off her phone without the power button, in which she said, well, I don't know how to. So she wanted that to help. Comfort wanted the aerostess to help her, but she said, no, I won't touch your phone. And then she murmured, children of these days. So none of that sort of like, tally with the initial report of the verbal abuse, which also got a lot of young people kind of like upset with the older people. So she didn't mention that. Maybe she skipped that. But the part where we were also told that while she was leaving the plane, the aerostess stopped her, pushed her back so the other passengers could leave. That part also seems not to be true. She was last to leave the aircraft, which gave the aerostess, I believe, the ample opportunity to engage her and, held her back. So she said she went to the toilet, right? And then she came out. That was when the aerostess was like, no, you're not leaving. They didn't have any arguments, from the flight. It was just like, a directive that caused kind of like a conversation. Right. She says she is traumatized. To be sincere, no human, right, would experience what she experienced and not get traumatized. There is no much how hard woman that you think you are. As I am right now, if I have my nude on social media, as old as I am, it will actually break something inside me too. I'm just saying. Except if I've always been like on that line of, I don't care, taking my nude and sending that to someone. Do you get that now? So I understand that part. She didn't get, I don't think she gets the kind of support that she was supposed to get, coming from the society where do your best not to be a victim of the system. Because Nigeria is a place where, the victims are pretty much blamed, and she's receiving most of that right now. So she would have to deal with that psychologically for the rest of her life, because people will move on. Only that, of course, they will always remember too, like whenever they see her and all that. So she's not a social media person, ironial, because when the Ronukus decided to pounce on her, because they were the Ronukus were the ones who started sexualizing her. They were mostly the ones who weaponized that picture. They searched for all over the social media. Yeah, the APC Ronukus. Yeah, they searched for her pictures all over Instagram or everywhere, and they got a lot. They got a lot of raunchy pictures that they believe that, she's this, they profiled her. Now she just said that she's into real estate, which means she has a job. She has a job. But the society already kind of like, because that is the Nigeria you come from, unfortunately. Or maybe that is what the world is today. But normally, do you know something? Normally, the system would have protected her to some extent, by at least going after those who probably continues to troll her and all of that. But I would be shouting a very much, a different territory if I keep going now, right? So that's Kwam2, excuse me, Kwamfort's side of the story. Now it's up to you if you believe her or not. There are some things that whether you believe it or not, there are some certain things that you cannot just push aside. Mental health in all of this. Now, let's leave that. Yesterday was the time that those who outrigged the others celebrated their own Pyrrhic victory. Victory that is, more or less like a written. And everybody saw how it all played out. But yet, they are all taking the victory lap.